Hi, my name is Darren. I'm a 62-year-old personal trainer with a background in self-defense. Out of all the training that I do, my favorite way to train is to train on this Century Wavemaster XXL. And it will benefit you by increasing your cardiovascular endurance, your balance, your speed, your power, and your technique, which equals a lean, healthy body. Now, today I'm going to be demonstrating the lunging side kick on this bag that Bruce Lee was so famous for in all those movies you've ever seen, like Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee versus O'Hara. Completely blows O'Hara away with this lunging side kick. So you got the gist of what that kick is. I would have to say that I love this kick so much that if I were going to use, if I was going to be in a sparring match and was only allowed to use one kick, I would choose the lunging side kick. This long-range weapon that demands the least amount of effort for the greatest effect. I personally call it kicking smarter and harder at the same time. Now I'm going to demonstrate it right now. Right over here. Okay, that was the left leg, now the right leg. This is part of the workout here. Now here I'm going to kick it clean over on this smooth surface. It's much more difficult on this smooth surface because out of power, speed, and technique and balance, what I need the most is speed. And because of the age factor, that's what I lack the most, speed. So I'm going to go for it on this smooth surface because you see this pad here kind of anchors the bottom of it, so it's easier to kick it over here versus here. Okay, I'm going to generate some speed into this. Awesome. Awesome. Now, if you noticed, of course, I used the left side and the right side. I believe in being symmetrical the way I've been trained to be confident right side forward or left side forward, to be able to use this leg or this leg or this hand or this hand. To always be ready, because in a realistic street fighting situation, there's no room for any wasted movement. It can cost you. Okay, over here, I'm gonna talk about this mat over here, which is really important information. This mat will keep down noise reduction, plus the bag doesn't travel around as much like I was talking about before. This can be pretty easily done. I've drilled holes with a masonry bit. You put an iron rod in here, or steel rod, and put a metal sleeve in there for it to slide into, otherwise it's going to tear up the concrete. But because of this mat being anchored like this, this bag doesn't move around so much, and it keeps the noise down quite a lot. And so, bring it back over here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and talk about like a step-by-step process of how to execute this kick properly. So initially, my entire 170 pounds is moving forward into the target, followed up by the kick. Now this right here is a fake back fist or a feint. Okay, think of 3 people on the other side of the bag. There's a string tied around my wrist. They're on the other side of the bag. They're jerking that string and jerking me right into the bag. The second person is jerking their string, and that's putting my foot behind, heel pointing at the target, ready to strike the bag with this leg. So the third person pulls this string straight into the bag. Think of that concept, but put it together as not 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3 actually. Put it together as 1. Like that's just 1. 1. Now this feint or fake back fist, the reason of using that, it sets up the kick perfectly. Because if I go like this and we're sparring, you're instinctively going to raise your guard up to protect your head. So we look like this. So if kick follows up right after the fake back fist, brings your guard up, you got all this area to strike. Okay, back to the bag. One over here. So I'm going to go a step-by-step process. Initially, the fake back fist, step behind, kick. Now, my hip of the kicking leg is always going to be pointing at the target, the center of the target. Think of right here as this is like an infrared laser gun sight that you're keeping on the center of your target at all times. No matter where your target moves, it takes a little effort on your part to keep focused wherever your target moves. So that way you can fire straight out of here wherever they're at. So you can stay right on them, stick on them like glue. Okay, the heel of the support leg is very important, that when you step behind, you're pointing at the target. So from this position, this is a very strong support base. So I'm pushing this 270-pound bag with this water filled, 270 pounds of water in there. And I'm kind of doing like a unilateral leg press with one leg. That's a very strong stance of support system. So just like this, string pulls this leg straight into the target. Now, before I forget, important, this bag stands about 5 feet 9 inches tall. This water-based fill, I've already mentioned, is 270 pounds. This screws in. You can take this out. And to show you all that this is filled with water. Of course, somebody could just put, say, 100 pounds of water in here and kick it clean over, right? So I'm adding some more. I can't possibly get any more water in there. Just so y'all know, there is all 270 pounds in there. Okay, back to this position of the strong support base. This position where my upper body is parallel to the ground and my leg is parallel to the ground, this will increase your maximal kicking distance. So your maximal kicking reach will come right from this angle at 90 degrees coming out of here. Plus, you're going to be able to cover a more maximal distance of coverage on that from this position. Now, as soon as your foot leaves the floor, it gets to the target very quickly. This heel will meet the target quite quickly because of the technique. Now, if you can imagine, you're half my age, you would be 31 years old. You would be a lot faster at this than I am. But because of the technique, it gets there pretty quick because of the technique I'm using. And if you learn how to execute this kick properly, the way I'm teaching it, and you're half my age, you're going to be dangerous. I'm going to be afraid of you. Okay, so let's go ahead and blast this bag. Okay. Now it gets to it really quick, okay? Okay, so what I want to talk about is when you're kicking at 90 degrees, your foot will get to the target the quickest, and you will generate the most power from a 90-degree angle. I'm going to demonstrate here with my arm. Okay, if this is a vertical punch, I'm touching my target. If this was my leg and hip joint, same principle. I'm reaching the target here, but if I were to kick higher, I need more distance to cover. Here, it's minimal distance. Here, more distance to cover. So, from right here, I'm going to generate the most pounds per square inch into the strike, and it's going to get to the target the fastest at 90 degrees. So, coming straight out at 90 degrees, it's going to get there the fastest. Right there. Okay, so right now, my right hand is closest to the target. So the way I've been trained, whatever's closest to the target, I'm going to use. Because like I said before, in a realistic situation, there's no room for wasted movement. It can cost you. So right from here, I could throw a jab. It's right there. A lead hook, a back fist, a finger rake across the eyes, a jab to the throat, finger jab to the throat, to the eyes. Okay, now by extending these fingers, I just add 4 inches to my reach. Now, if I rotate my body a little more, I just added another 4 inches. So you can actually add about 8 inches to this strike versus here to here. And I'm a smaller target in this position. Okay, I'm going to go over this kick a couple more times, and then I'm going to talk about a future video of sports-specific training. That, go ahead and watch the motion. Remember the string pulling theory. First person pulls a string, second person pulls a string, third person pulls a string. And my 170 pounds is moving into the target. So this kick is so powerful because it's the momentum of your entire body weight going into the strike. And then you're adding in the powerful glute muscles, quadriceps, and upper hamstrings, which are the main prime movers of the strike. So using very large, powerful muscles in this kick and your entire body weight exploding into it. So I'm using these adductor muscles here initially to pull this way. And then you have to think of the string concept, of the string pulling theory. It's a lot to kind of absorb. I'll probably be doing several videos on this. There's so much to teach just on this one kick. Okay, in my next video, I'm going to be teaching sports-specific training. As a personal trainer, I used to train athletes, and what I would do is design an exercise program to help them give a chance for optimal performance in the sport that they play by doing specific muscle group training for that specific type of sport. I've recruited sports-specific training into this kick. I've been kicking this bag for probably 40 years, and it's only been about the past 2 years I've actually been able to kick it clean over. That's why I'm kind of really excited about this. Hopefully get this out there before I get too old to do this. Past 38 years I've been kicking this bag, haven't been able to kick it over, but now that I've recruited sports-specific training into my routine, now I can absolutely annihilate this bag, which I was not able to do before. So for sure you would all want to include this, recruit this into your arsenal, sports-specific training, which I will be teaching in the next video. And go ahead and kick it over a few more times, and then thank you all so much for watching, you have a blessed day, and I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate a few more times as we close out. Love it. Love it. Well, until next time, y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.